Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Roy Responds. It's a show where I answer your questions. Now, first I would like to address the fact that, yes, in fact, this is the most consistently uploaded show on YouTube. Thank you so much, once a year, every year, for the last 4 years. I would like to thank you for getting me to this milestone, but enough of the ego inflating. Let's get down to your guys' just burning questions. I know you've been wanting to ask me a lot of these for a long time now. It's been over a year. Some of these are pretty old, so let's just see. We have a lot of DK64 on here. Mini review of Heroes. Oh man, that's just a fire hazard. Are you ever gonna do a Pokemon video? It's kind of funny that I've never done a Pokemon video, even though, nope, no, never happened. That video is, no, never happened. Retcon at all. It's funny that I've never done a Pokemon video, even though I love the series a lot. But I do plan on doing 2 in particular in the near future. One in 2018 for sure that I'm gonna do Sun and Moon, and maybe before then I might do a Pokemon XD review, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Have you ever seen the Fire Emblem anime? Oh yeah, man, I found it back in 2011. I thought it was the coolest 2-episode series ever. I watched it a lot, but I haven't seen it in years now. Why is Fates the best game? Really? When do you think DK64 might come out? I basically went from, hey, I'm gonna do DK64 in 2 weeks, to not caring, to really caring, to I'll do it in 2 more weeks, just give me some more time, to really working on it, to then not caring. Now is where I'm at. The circle of life is a truly wonderful thing. What was the saddest scene in gaming for you? I don't really get emotional in video games. Journey moved me, but it didn't like make me cry or anything. It was just like, whoa, this is art. Like, it's fantastic. The only 2 times that I get you know, a little emotional or nostalgic it's like peak nostalgia, is the ending credits of Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker, just because nostalgia. It's not like these scenes are inherently emotional. It's just, you know, you attach yourself to these games, and especially the younger you play them, the more emotional it gets. So whenever I finish those games, I just always get a little like, oh, these games are great, I love them, you know, like. So yeah. What's your opinion on Tiki and her getting an amiibo? I'm glad that Tiki fans get an amiibo, but personally I don't really care. What's a video that you've always wanted but just never had the chance or just didn't make? I could say the classic DK64 answer. In all seriousness, Breath of the Wild was a review that I've been wanting to do for so long. I still haven't done it yet, but about a year ago, over a year ago actually, back in August of 2016, I had the crazy idea to get like horseback riding lessons, and for a few months before Breath of the Wild came out, and then when Breath of the Wild would come out, make my review on it by having the opening segment be a recreation of the trailer in real life with me on like a horse and climbing and all that. It would have been a fiasco. It would have been crazy to do. It would have been cringy, I'm sure. I mean, that is what I do though. But that's probably one of the big ones, to be honest. What's your favorite Fire Emblem game and what made it good? Path of Radiance, baby! It has the music, it has the characters, it has the story, it has the plot, it has the plot, it has the plot. It's, oh god, it's so good. Path of Radiance is definitely my favorite of all time. In my opinion, while a lot of people don't like the visuals, I actually like the visuals. I think it works really well for what the game is. I like the art design. I love just the characters, the whole subplot with the Lagoon versus the humans and trying to come together. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's definitely the pinnacle of Fire Emblem for me. Fire Emblem Heroes review win. While I had a mini review planned for this year's Fire Emblem month, I just never got around to doing it, and instead did the video about will Fire Emblem Warriors be a lost potential, because it was just easier, and also Heroes is just, it's changing constantly. If I had made that video before the Ike, Roy, Lynn, whatever that was, the Brave Heroes event, I forget what it's called, came out, I definitely would have liked it less than then, because I loved the design. So it's an app, right? And there's nothing wrong with reviewing apps. It's a perfectly, you know, fine game to review, but it keeps changing. So if it stops changing or slows down its pace of updates and changes, then I'll review it. But until that day comes, I guess I'll just, you know, keep screaming at my iPhone about not getting that 5-star Roy I wanted. But you know, a game that you hate but really wanted to like, I could say the classic DK64 answer. Other than that though, Star Fox Adventures for sure. I was really excited to play it, and it really let me down. I never even got past the first few areas because it was so boring and terrible, and I hated it. I was all for an adventure style Star Fox game, but it was just bad. Bad. Why is Corrin the second best character after Hiki? Do you play any Persona games? I don't play any Persona games, but the latest one has really interested me. I won't play it for at least a few years, if ever. But I did hear on a podcast that it's got like these areas where it's a high school or whatever, and then at night or for some event, I don't know, it turns into like one of the game's you know, areas, like like a temple area, and it completely morphs, but it's the same layout. It's a really cool idea, and I'm definitely interested in it, but I'm probably never going to touch a Persona game. Just it crosses the line that I'm just not into gameplay wise. Like I'm not into, you know, heavy visual novel stuff. Granted, I know Persona isn't a visual novel, but it's just, I'm not a big fan of RPGs with heavy emphasis on story over gameplay. So, do you still play Melee? All day, every day, bro. I'll hit you with that wave shine dash dance moon wave. That's the competitive lingo. If you can't figure it out, then just get on my level, you absolute normie pleb. Alright? Go back to your little brawl. Go back to your brawl. When you understand this lingo, that's when you can say you play Melee. What's your opinion on Super Mario Bros. 2? I personally really like the game, even though I know that it's not really Mario's. It was based on another game called Doki Doki Panic. But I really like Super Mario Bros. 2 on the NES. I played it as a kid, and therefore I like it, because everything I played as a kid is really good, except for Elmo's Counting Journey. Sometimes I still feel the collapse of the Elmo game. What do you think about orange juice? Alright, I can't stress this enough. Only with breakfast, okay? Like, orange juice only with breakfast, okay? Here's the thing. Breakfast can be had at any time, I don't care. You can only have orange juice with breakfast. If you're like, oh, I just feel like a glass of orange juice, you drink it, what is wrong with you? If you're eating lunch, you're eating like some turkey sandwich, you're like, oh, I'd really go for some orange juice with this turkey sandwich. What? Who are you? I mean, if you're having breakfast for dinner, i.e. bacon, eggs, anything like that, toast, anything that resembles breakfast, either at lunch or at, you know, dinner, then it's perfectly fine. I understand orange juice. It's good at that point. But if you're having like a ham and cheese sandwich for lunch or dinner, and you pull out a glass of orange juice, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? I don't understand people. I don't understand people. I mean, even if it's like a BLT, I understand. Not really for myself, but for other people, I get it. I get it. You just want some OJ with that BLT. But if it's just an LT or a TBLT, turkey, bacon, lettuce, tomato, no. Stop it. Orange juice is for breakfast. Okay? Who is your favorite Fire Emblem character from each game? Marth. Alm. Marth. Sigurd. Ginger. Ginger. Ginger Solus. Blue Boy. Blueberry. Marth. Marth. Myself. And nobody. Nobody. Cool, glad we got that out of the way. Who are your favorite Fire Emblem characters from Awakening? Myself, Retro. Myself. I'm clearly the best Awakening character in that whole game. Pineapple Pizza? When did Pineapple Pizza get a bad rap? I'm about to go off on a tangent again like I did with OJ, but I'll contain it. I'll contain myself this time. Pineapple on pizza is a godlike creation. Alright? It tastes so good, it's savory and sweet, especially when you add some ham. But my personal preference, and I did just say personal instead of personal, deal with it, is pepperoni with pineapple. Ooh! Oh! That's when it gets really good. That's when like you feel it in your soul when you're crunching down on that piece of pizza. That's when you feel it deep down in your soul, and it just tastes so good. Tacos? Tacos. Do you believe in free will? Whoa. Alright. Yeah, here's the thing. Definitely we have free will. I don't know why anyone would think otherwise. There's not a predestined force that's like, oh, this is what Roy's gonna do today. He's gonna get honey bunches of oats almonds because those are the best honey bunches of oats. And then he's gonna do X, Y, Z. That's his day. There's no choice. If he thinks for a second, hey, I want to do Z instead of X in this order, well, too bad. This is what he's doing. He's doing X, Y, and Z in that order instead of Z, Y, X. No. I mean, it's all. I just think that we all have free will. If I want to eat some Cheerios with honey on them instead of honey bunches of oats almonds, which I would never do because honey bunches of oats almonds is the best. But still, hypothetically speaking, let's just say I do. I'm gonna eat the honey bunches of oats with, the Cheerios with honey on them, not because some force was like, hey, he's gonna want to do this today because I made it so he'd want to do this. No, I definitely think we all, the way we're brought up in the world has heavily to do with how we make decisions and how we feel about the world around us and everything. Because the way I was brought up, I'm more inclined to go on this route than someone who's brought up differently to go on this route, right? But it's still all free will. It's still all, we make the decisions, we choose what we logically think is the best. And no, yes, your question was, I keep thinking the question was, we don't have free will or something like that. Yeah, we do. And I don't think that we don't. I heavily doubt it. I hope that didn't get too philosophical. If you could chow down on any Pokemon, which one would you chow down on? Vanilla Ice makes the most practical sense, right? Honestly, a Psyduck. Honestly, a Psyduck. Nom nom Psyduck. If you could only own one game, what game would it be? See, I find this question very different from what's your favorite game, because if I could only have one game, it's obviously a game I'd want to get the most replayability enjoyment out of. So like Wind Waker, for example, is my favorite game of all time. However, replaying that game over and 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 over, not as fun, as just playing it every now and then because it's the best game ever. It's a tough choice, but it definitely comes down to Breath of the Wild or Minecraft for me, which is funny, because, I haven't talked about Minecraft in years. But, the issue is replayability, right? Like, Breath of the Wild, I've logged an egregious amount of hours into that game. Like, it's disgusting. But, with Breath of the Wild, it will eventually come down to, I've exhausted all of the potential things to do in the game. With Minecraft, however, every world's different. I'll have to go with Minecraft just because it's got the most replayability value in a game for me personally. And if I could definitely change it between versions and mod and all that, I'm going with Minecraft. When is your Yuri on Ice review coming? Haha, very funny. Stop it. It's time to stop. Stop. When is the DK64 review? Very funny. Stop. Seriously, just stop. Okay. Who will you choose for the free summon in Fire Emblem Heroes? I already picked a few days ago, like a week ago. I ultimately was stuck between Roy or Ike. Roy or Ike. I already had a 5-star Roy. I really wanted a 5-star Ike. I couldn't get one for the past 2 months. And then eventually I just decided Ike, whatever. Yeah, he's cooler than Roy. He also has his dad's axe and his clothes, so that's really cool. And I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go with Ike because he's a bamf. He's the best. I love Ike. Best Fire Emblem character. What are your thoughts on Yuri on Ice? Does YouTube feel like a burden sometimes? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Is Stan really your uncle? When can we expect the final Roy Boy video? And what review do you want to make but are scared to attempt? Whew. That was a mouthful. Nope, yes, dead, no. November 3rd, 2017. As for the last one, I could say the classic DK64 answer. I mean, the problem with DK64 is I'm scared to attempt it again because now it's built up to become such like a joke among the diehards in the community that when I do release it, it's just gonna be a letdown no matter what I do. I can make the greatest video I've ever made and it would be a letdown. So it's scary to attempt to make DK64. I will have to do it eventually, but until then I'll keep procrastinating and not making it, as usual. Am I cooler than Reach Monkey? Nope. Top 10 anime men I have a crush on? Nope. Why do you still make RPGs with RPG Maker? I just like to mess around with RPG Maker from time to time. I'm not doing anything serious. Usually I either meme around or just like make crappy games for fun in like a night, and that's it. I'm not like making a game or something crappy stupid with an RPG Maker. If you sit on a voodoo doll of yourself, are you able to get up? I never thought about that till now. My mind is blown. What are some games you want to review in the future? Breath of the Wild, Hat in Time when it comes out, which by the way, it's coming out soon. I'm so hyped for it. Mario Odyssey, DK64, oh, Metroid Prime, Pokemon XD, and a few others that I'll hold on close to the chest for now. But just know I have a whole backlog from over the years, Shrek Extra Large as well, that I'll have to do eventually and soon, hopefully. But yeah, those are the games that I've always wanted to review and have been excited to review as of late. Are you a fan of Blaster Master Zero? I'm not a fan of Blaster Master Zero. Downloaded the demo and I hated it. So, do you still play Pokemon? I do play Pokemon, but usually the older games. Roy Boy on the wall. Who is the fairest of them all? Have you seen JoJo? I've never seen a JoJo Bizarre Adventure episode. I know it's a show, I'm never gonna watch it because it's anime. However, from that show came probably my favorite meme, which is the to be continued. I just find it so funny and hilarious, and you know, I think that it's pretty funny. I mean, the material in it is just, you can work so well with it, and I just think that, you know, there's a lot that can happen with it, you know? Alright, what's the next question here? Oh, this is not good. Not good. Not. Thank you all so much for watching Roy Responds. Number 4 or 5, I can't remember which one it is at this point because I've been doing it once a year for like a few years because I refuse to have a good, consistent upload schedule because, you know, I'm me. If you enjoyed it, then be sure to subscribe, and I'm pretty sure the only people watching this are already subscribed, so just hit that like button, comment down below any questions that you have for me for next time. I promise, as I promise every year, I will do it again sooner than usual. Haha. Seriously though guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I think my room is on fire now. Oh, there goes the shelf. Haha. Didn't care about that. Oh, the melatonin's gone. Okay. Okay, I think that I really need to call the fire department. Have a good one, and goodbye. Roy's gonna kill me. That's like quality right there. That's like national treasure too. But I believe that meme where it says to be continued is probably one of my favorites. It's just funny. There's so many possibilities with it. Man, why is this double sided? It's like melded together. I have an idea. I have such a bad idea. I'm gonna light the paper on fire completely this time. That was not worth it. That was, oh my god.